Welcome to Wisdom and Philosophy, a channel dedicated to deep thoughts, timeless wisdom, and ideas that help you understand life better. Mastering the art of conversation is much easier than you think. With a few simple techniques, you'll be able to speak, connect, and influence anyone so naturally that people will end up listening to you with their mouths wide open. And by the end of this video, you'll have a method that allows you to build real connections, hold deep discussions, and communicate with impact with absolutely anyone. But let me be clear, these techniques must always be used with kindness and good intentions, because once you apply them, people will literally hang on to every single word you say. They've worked for me in conversations with major influencers with millions of followers, as well as successful entrepreneurs running multi-million-dollar businesses. Today, we're diving into the art of conversation. And to explain it, imagine a vertical scale. At the top, surface-level conversations. At the bottom, the deep, meaningful ones. But before you can reach those deeper levels, you have to go step by step. Level 1, the small talk stage. This first level is what we call small talk. It may look simple, but it's essential for testing whether the other person is ready to go further. Test 1, the how are you test. You see someone you know and say, "Hey, how are you today?" What matters here isn't the content of the answer. It's whether they send the ball back. Conversation is like a ping pong match. You send a ball, they send it back. If their answer is, "Yeah, I'm good, and you?" Perfect. The rally continues. But if they say, "Yeah, I'm fine," stop. No return. The ball is dead. That usually means the person isn't mentally available for a deeper conversation or simply lacks social skills. You don't propose marriage to someone the moment you meet them in a bar. There are steps. The same applies here. Test 2, the weather test. Still in small talk territory, ask something extremely simple. What do you think of the weather today? Now pay attention. Is their answer positive or negative? If they say, "It's cold, but it could be worse," positive mindset, you connect using positive energy. If they say, "The weather sucks," negative mindset, you connect using lower energy because some people bond through complaining. Everyone has their own language of connection. Test 3, the closed question test. A very powerful diagnostic tool. Ask a closed question. Have you ever been to Asia? If they answer no and stop there, it means they're not engaged or they simply have weak social awareness. But if they say, "No, but I'd love to visit Thailand or Vietnam one day," that's a sign they want to keep the conversation going. Contrary to popular advice, don't start with open questions. Start with a closed question and see if they expand. If they don't, it's a red flag. And yes, these are tests, but not in a rude way. When your time is valuable, you can't invest energy into conversations that go nowhere. Once someone naturally passes these small talk tests, you can move to the next level. Level 2, the good talk stage. This is where conversations become interesting. The goal here is simple. Learn about the person's past, present, and future. Example, what do you do? Present. How did you get into that field? Past. What are your goals for the next years? Future. And always maintain the ping-pong dynamic. If someone keeps the ball flowing, you're on the right path. The repeat and rebound technique. This is a killer technique. When the person finishes speaking, repeat, reformulate what they said in one sentence. This shows you truly listened. Rebound, add something related to what they just said. This gives continuity, not randomness. To rebound properly, you need a solid general culture. That doesn't mean being a genius, just being curious. The more you learn, the easier it becomes to connect with anyone. Internal versus external balance. Great conversations balance two dimensions. Internal, personal experiences, emotions, reflections. External,
events, news, outside world. If someone only talks about themselves, internal overload, egocentric mindset. If someone only talks about the world, external overload, nothing personal, nothing intimate. A good conversation moves between the two. If the conversation becomes unbalanced, you can guide it. Too external? Ask a question that brings them back to themselves. When was the last time you did something for the first time? Too internal? Redirect to something outside. Do you have any ideas for improving the company's performance? Balance creates connection. Once level 2 flows smoothly, you can finally access the deepest stage.
Level 3 is the deep talk stage. This level is not for everyone. It's reserved for people you trust, people you want a real connection with. To reach deep conversations, here's a powerful framework. The PRIVATE acronym. P for passions. R for dreams, real goals. I for interesting or unusual experiences. V for travels. A for academic journey. T for tribe, family, siblings, friendships, social circle. Whenever the conversation becomes shallow, use one of these categories to add depth. This framework can easily turn a basic 10-minute exchange into a rich 3-hour conversation. And of course, keep the ping-pong rhythm. You ask, they ask back. Final technique, storytelling. This is the most powerful method to reach deep emotional connection. Great communication isn't about speaking. It's about creating an experience through emotion, narrative, and personal truth. When used properly, storytelling transforms simple conversations into unforgettable ones.